All right. All the Grizzly Bears, all the stars from the Triple Crown Series, they've been back in action the last 8 days. We'll start with yesterday's Jim Dandy Stakes. It was won by Sovereignty. He had to work hard to beat Baeza, but he got the job done. Here's Sovereignty's form going into this race. You could see he was a 2-5 morning line favorite, drew the outside post in a small 5-horse field. You see the clocker report for Baeza going into this race. I don't know what it is about these clockers, but they hate giving A grades. Like every workout you'll see is going to be like a B minus or a C plus. Occasionally they'll get generous and give a B, or if a workout is like phenomenal, they'll give a B plus. But you see like once in a blue moon when you get into the A's. And for Baeza's final work, it says save the best work for last, literally, as this was the final recorded work for the recently concluded meet. Brilliant move and an A minus grade. So the clockers, they hate giving out those A grades. It has to really, really, really impress them. And Baeza had that coming into this race. So you thought maybe we could see a race here, and we did see a good horse race between Baeza and Sovereignty. And I'm going to show you that replay now, and we'll talk more about it after you watch the race. All right, Sovereignty, Blue Silk's a Godolphin, post 5. Baeza's got the rail. Hector Barrios riding. I believe Flavian Pratt was at Del Mar yesterday. Anyway, we're going to watch this now.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Jim Dandy, presented by Mohegan Sun. And Mopex breaks alertly. Baeza is up close, and Sovereignty very sharp out of the gate, right off of Moplex. So they move into the first turn, and the New York bred Moplex with the advantage. Has it by a length and a half over Sovereignty. Baeza tucks in third. They're followed by Sandman, who's certainly closer than usual, just 4 lengths off the lead. And Hill Road is at the back of the field. 24-2, a very reasonable opening quarter for Moplex and Manny Franco as they swing on to the backstretch. It's a 2-length lead on Sovereignty in second, and Baeza is matching strides, in fact, taking second from Sovereignty as they head down the backstretch. Sandman and Jose Ortiz, 4 lengths off the lead, and Hill Road. It's a compact field that went a half in 48-2. Moplex keen while showing the way. 2-length advantage into the far turn. On the inside, Hill Road has made an early bid. Baeza is still in second as they come to the 3/8. Sovereignty dropped back a bit, but is revving up once again with a 3-wide bid as they go through 6 furlongs in 1:12-2. Moplex, the leader, coming to the quarter pole. Baeza and Sovereignty are head and head. Hill Road made that bid but drops back, and then Sandman there at the top of the stretch. Sovereignty is up to take the lead. He and Baeza in close quarters, but Sovereignty has the upper hand in mid-stretch. Baeza is trying his best to cling to him, but it's Sovereignty and Junior Alvarado still on top. And still with plenty left in the tank. Sovereignty scores in the Jim Dandy. Baeza ran lights out, but he ran into Sovereignty. It was a long way back to a 3-way photo for third. The Kentucky Derby and Belmont winner is now a Jim Dandy winner with his eyes on the Midsummer Derby.
You can see Sovereignty at 1-2 odds on the close. He actually went up from his 2-5 morning line up to 1-2, gets it done. You got Junior Alvarado getting interviewed there. Baeza was valiant. I mean, he ran an excellent race, valiant but vanquished, made Sovereignty work right down to the wire, and Hill Road was third at 18-1 in this race, but something very unusual happened. Hill Road finally didn't win a gallop out. He has usually been like the gallop out superstar, but there wasn't a whole lot of pace in this race, and Arad Ortiz really had to get after him early to stay close to the pace, and It's usually Hill Road does his best running after the wire, but Baeza was the one that had a huge gallop out in this race, galloped out past Sovereignty. So Hill Road needs more distance and a step down in class, but he did not have his usual sensational gallop out. It was Baeza, sharp as can be in the race and sharp after the wire. The clockers tipped you off that he was going in the right direction, but Sovereignty was too much horse for him. And now we go to last week's Haskell, kind of like a rematch of the Preakness. Journalism, 4-5 on the morning line, and he had to work hard to get it done, but he did get it done. Nailed Gosker and goal-oriented late to win the Haskell. And 9 furlongs at Monmouth Park, you thought that might be a bit of a challenge for him. He's got to ship back out west. Ran in all 3 races in the Triple Crown. Monmouth's a track that generally tends to favor horses close to the pace or on the lead. It's kind of has that reputation as a speed track. But the 9 furlongs, the Preakness is 9.5 furlongs, a mile and 3/16 there. And Journalism did catch Gosker after all that trouble to win, but Gosker was in front by about 4 lengths after 9 furlongs. It was really that last half furlong where Journalism just kicked it into gear and overpowered him. But I think Gosker's best distance might be 9 furlongs, and you'll see he made Journalism work for every inch of it to get him at the wire. Goal-oriented, ran good. We'll watch that race now. All right, Journalism's breaking from post position number 2. We'll run it now.
We're ready to go. They're off in the Naira Betts Haskell. Kentucky Outlaw broke slowly. Journalism did not have a quick beginning. He was away second to last, and he's going to be off the pace today. Bracket Buster, he's on the lead. Goal-oriented, strides level, and there's Kentucky Outlaw. He likes to be on the lead. He's kept outside going into the first turn run here, and Kentucky Outlaw 50-1 was last out of the gate, and he's first well off the rail with Florent Giroux as they stride into the first turn run. So it's going to be Kentucky Outlaw here to set the pace. And he's on the lead today, 3/4 of a length ahead. Bracket Buster running in the second spot. Goal-oriented, placed perfectly today. He's running in third. Then Wild and Crazy Night. Gosker to the outside. He's 4 lengths off the lead, 1.5 to National Law. Journalism, he's second to last today on the outside. Now 6 off the pace and 5 back to Burnham Square. There's plenty of work to do to reel all of them in as they head down the backstretch. The 50-1 long shot. Kentucky Outlaw leads the parade down the backstretch here in the Naira Betts Haskell, 1.5 in front. Goal-oriented is second. Bracket Buster down on the inside as they go into the far turn. Goal-oriented, not asked for his best yet. Gosker is getting closer 3 wide. There he goes, and Journalism is following his move. Now Kentucky Outlaw gives way, and Goal-oriented on the ladies in front. Gosker's making a race of it, and Journalism is third now, continues a sustained run on the outside. They're at the top of the stretch in the Naira Betts Haskell. Gosker head in front, Goal-oriented, trying to keep up. He's second. Journalism on the outside needs to quicken right now. 1 furlong to go. Gosker, goal-oriented inside, stubborn. Journalism, here he comes with those big, robust strides. Journalism, he's the headliner today. What a perfectly timed ride, and what a classy champion. Journalism wins the Naira Betts Haskell. Photo for second, goal-oriented, and Gosker.
Right, so there he is, the classy and mighty Journalism. Got it done in the Haskell. It wasn't a performance for the scrapbook from him. Did not break quite as good as he usually breaks. Had to be ridden along early, got into contention on the far turn, and his class and finishing ability got him home in the Haskell. 5th place finisher Burnham Square, I thought ran a disappointing race. He got a great setup with the fractions being very fast, and granted Monmouth Park's got a reputation as not a closer track and this and that, but Burnham Square I thought would have run better with these fractions here in the in the trip he got. And I just think it was a kind of a subpar race from him. Goal oriented ran very well. It was a fast pace. He was caught wide into the first turn. I mean, this horse is only, it was only his fourth start, and, Baffert rushed him into the Preakness. I thought he ran a very, very good third in this race, and I think he's got the upside. I think he is the second most interesting horse out of this race for in general, and I don't think journalism's going to go to the Travers. So goal-oriented does have a sneaky look in the Travers, and he may be ready for a breakout race. We'll see. And finally, there was a performance that really caught my eye in the Iowa Derby, and this is the Steve Assmussen trained Magnitude. Magnitude was like 30-1 odds and won the Risen Star Stakes by a city block. Got a huge figure. Looked like he was going to be a major Kentucky Derby contender. And then one day later, sidelined with an injury. So Magnitude looked like a shooting star there in the Risen Star, and, really, really impressive. Goes to the sidelines. We're going to watch him now. This was his comeback race. He is number 4.
They're all in line. And they're off in the Iowa Derby. And Magnitude broke beautifully and heads out for the early lead. Mr. Omaha on the stand side, mixed swagger between those two. And It's My Birthday is just in behind them fourth for the run to the first turn. Authentic Gallop coming off the fence in the 5th spot. He's angling about 3 wide right now and about 5.5 lengths off the lead. No speed from Mavarama. He's at the back of the pack early on as the 3-year-olds wind around the first turn, and the heavy favorite Magnitude is out where he wants to be. Goes the opening quarter in 23-1 and leads 3/4 of a length from Mick Swagger and Mr. Omaha, who's 3 wide on the track and closing ranks. They're followed by It's My Birthday. He's a close enough fourth, less than 3 lengths off the lead. And we come back to Authentic Gallop, maybe 8 lengths off the pace, and Mavarama continues to trail the field through a 46-3 opening half-mile solid fraction set by the favorite Magnitude, and Ben Curtis has him in front as they head for the far turn. The lead is now a length from Mr. Omaha. Suddenly, Mick Swagger couldn't keep up with them. It's My Birthday takes the 3rd spot, and he's working harder, though, and 3.5 lengths behind Magnitude as they wind around the turn. Magnitude doing it nicely thus far. Mr. Omaha not letting him out of his sights, though, as they come toward the top of the stretch. It's My Birthday swings widest into the lane as he tries to close ranks on Magnitude. Coming down to the final furlong, suddenly 4 lengths in front. Magnitude strutting his stuff in the Iowa Derby. It's just a matter of how far. 7, 8 lengths in front as they come through the final 16th. It is Magnitude, and he was ready to roll. It's My Birthday second, Mr. Omaha and Mavarama.
There is Magnitude for Steve Assmussen, a razor-sharp comeback performance. I obviously wasn't beating the top caliber 3-year-olds there in the Iowa Derby, but that was very, very visually impressive and very impressive on numbers. He got another big number again, and he's got an early speed advantage. Moplex in the Jim Dandy was the only speed in that race, and, people were betting him. He's going to get things real comfortable, set his own pace, have an advantage there. But Moplex is just not enough horse to really threaten horses like Sovereignty and Baeza. Magnitude, maybe another story. Magnitude is got a ton of ability, got a ton of upside. It's just, can he stay sound? And will he get the pace advantage? Maybe goal-oriented and will run in the Travers too and take it to him early. But if those two horses go nice and easy, they're going to carry the field further along than people think. And, Sovereignty will have his hands full in the Travers. We are very excited about the Travers. We're going to have a lot of Travers discussion as we get forward. I was going to maybe do the Haskell and Jim Dandy, but I think, you guys are very well versed in Sovereignty and journalism. And, I didn't want to tell you, go bet this 2-5 morning line favorite. So I spared you that, but very excited about the Travers. Should be a great race. Looking forward to covering it, and have a great day, everyone. Thank you for watching.